కరోనా మహమ్మారి కేసులు ఇప్పుడిప్పుడే తగ్గుముఖం పడుతున్నాయని సంతోషించేలోపే ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా పలు దేశాల్లో సెకండ్ వేవ్ ప్రారంభమైంది. ఫ్రాన్స్ సహా అనేక దేశాలు లాక్డౌన్ ని ప్రకటించాయి. ఢిల్లీలోనూ సెకండ్ వేవ్ ప్రారంభమైందని ఇటీవలే సీసీఎంబీ పేర్కొంది. మొదటి వేవ్ కంటే ఈ రెండో వేవ్ మరింత ప్రమాదకరంగా మారే అవకాశం ఉందని పలువురు నిపుణులు చెబుతున్నారు. ఈ నేపథ్యంలో వైరస్ మన చుట్టూ ఉందన్న విషయాన్ని గుర్తుంచుకుని మసులుకోకపోతే ప్రమాదకర పరిస్థితులు వచ్చే అవకాశం ఉందంటున్న సీసీఎంబీ డైరెక్టర్ డాక్టర్ రాకేష్ మిశ్రాతో మా ప్రతినిధి రమ్య ముఖాముఖి.
కరోనా మహమ్మారి ప్రపంచ దేశాలను వణికిస్తున్న వైరస్ ఇక ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడ విన్నా కానీ వినిపిస్తోంది సెకండ్ వేవ్ గురించి. మరి మన దగ్గర ఇటు భారతదేశంలో కావచ్చు, ముఖ్యంగా తెలంగాణలో సెకండ్ వేవ్ ప్రారంభమయ్యే అవకాశం ఏ మేరకు ఉందన్న వివరాలు తెలియజేసేందుకు ప్రస్తుతం మనతో ఉన్నారు సీసీఎంబీ డైరెక్టర్ డాక్టర్ రాకేష్ మిశ్రా. మరిన్ని వివరాలు ఆయన మాటలు తెలుసుకుందాం. సో గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ సార్. I think you are doing well. So everybody are worrying that people and the governments are worrying about the second wave. So what are the chances of getting second wave in Telangana particularly?
Second wave is something which is more or less like a natural thing that will happen. Like many other countries, we are not any exception. The second wave, third wave, or even further waves are likely. So if we are testing enough, then we will see that there is a number of cases increasing. If the tests are accurate, hospitals in Telangana are not crowded. In fact, they are becoming less crowded as far as COVID patients are concerned. So that means numbers have gone down because of the festivals, because of the being less careful. There will certainly be increase in the infection. What is important for us to know is that infection is around, and we must take care so that it doesn't suddenly grow up in very large number. Now, if we don't take care and people start mixing, then all of a sudden these thousands of places where the virus nucleus is existing, they will suddenly expand and erupt into a crisis, and we can have a huge number in the city. Then hospitals and all will run out of space and facilities and will not be able to save people who can otherwise be saved. And if we can be disciplined for some time, we can manage the disease. Even second wave or third wave should not be so much of a problem.
So sir, you are mentioning that second or third wave may also be occur. So do you think that it is going to be an endemic in India?
Unless there is a vaccination, effective vaccine, it may become endemic like common cold and other things and become part of the life.
So we are all talking about second wave, and you are mentioning the third wave also. So how can we consider this is as a first wave and the second wave? How can we segregate this?
It is just that at some point number was high, now then number became low, and now again the number will be going high. When I say number, it means positivity on a average positivity on a daily basis. So that's how we call it a wave. We must focus on what we call as the social vaccine, which is mask, distancing, and hand hygiene. If these three things we do in a sincere, honest way at all the time, we can defeat this disease.
So it's been a year since the first case emerged in China. So what are the major changes in the patterns or the behavior of the virus in India and other countries also?
So A2A is one single clade which is dominating the whole world, and except some incidents here and there is no major mutation that is setting up or a new clade emerging from A2A. So it looks like this is the clade that is going to be around, and whole world has largely one kind of virus, but at least virus is cooperating in that way that it's not changing so fast. So vaccines and drugs will be stand better chance of success.
There are lakhs of the people who are already recovered in India, and particularly in Telangana also around 2 lakhs people are already recovered. Is there any chances of getting second infection during the second wave for the same people?
The chances of second people are very low. So in the whole country you have only few handful cases, and all over the world maybe not so many. The number of reinfection is extremely rare.
So we are all saying that the people must wear masks and use sanitizers. But these sanitizers and disinfectant tunnels are really good for the health of the people?
No, sanitizer doesn't mean you go through tunnel and get a wash of sanitizer. In fact, sanitizers should be avoided. You should use simple soap for hand wash. That is the best. Sanitizer is exclusively only for your hand. Treating people with a spray or tunnel is not safe. Or passing people through UV light, those that kill virus, is unsafe, and I understand it's prohibited by the code.
All the world is eagerly waiting for the vaccination. So what is the possibility of coming a vaccine in a year? And generally, how much time does it take to complete R&D and the production?
Vaccine is not a very difficult thing. But problem is vaccine takes time to be validated that it is a good vaccine. Russia is already vaccinating people. China has already a vaccine. They are vaccinating people. But there is no data to support that they are good vaccine. They are safe maybe, and they induce immune response. But whether they provide us protection against infection or not, only time will tell. Nobody can claim today that this vaccine will provide protection beyond 6 months. And going by the past history, there is no guarantee that we will get a very strong vaccine very soon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the valuable information. ఇది కరోనా సెకండ్ వేవ్ గురించి, అదే విధంగా ఎప్పుడైతే వ్యాక్సిన్ వస్తుందా అని ఎదురు చూసినటువంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో వ్యాక్సిన్ వస్తే ఎంతవరకు అందుబాటులోకి రావచ్చు అనే వివరాలపై డాక్టర్ రాకేష్ కే మిశ్రా చెప్తున్నటువంటి విశేషాలు.